Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Well, it's not our normal Wednesday, is it?
No.
Mm-mm, not at all. I got to work yesterday and it was just like, whoa, holy emails. Wow. So the last 2 days, it's just been quote and bind, quote and bind, quote and bind. It's just beautiful. So,
I know I did so my sales manager was out all last week and I've been helping policyholders and it's been one quote after another after another. And then I come back yesterday and I'm like, whoa, emails. And then my boss is like, oh, by the way, you're still kind of helping in Burke, but you're going to start next week just doing the statefarm.com leads. I'm like, okay, cool. That's more money in my pocket. So I'll go ahead and do it.
yeah, yeah.
So, and I'm already at 5 sales for the month. And then we had our Wednesday huddle this morning, and he's like, CJ, enjoy the lead while you got it now. And I kind of just chuckled. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get ahead no matter.
Yeah. Wow, how exciting. I see you got a haircut.
Yeah, on Saturday, and it's perfect because I'm like, yeah, this is how every insurance agent should look.
Oh, you're so funny. I don't know that I would look good with that haircut. I mean, I just have to say. All right, I'm going to say hello in chat.
Oh, and I'm dealing with the problematic policyholder too. And he's like, oh, do this quote, do this quote. And he's shopping around. But then he's like, oh, you didn't reach out to me yesterday. I was like, well, you're on the top of my list. I've been busy binding coverage for people. And I was going to call you first thing this morning before you called me. Oh, by the way, can you do my trailer quote? I'm like, oh my gosh, he's just going in circles with me. And then my sales manager's like, take your time with them because I kind of don't want to cranky in here. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, when I get a new policyholder on the line, and we can't always do this, but I always like to ask, not just home auto life insurance, but art jewelry, firearms, ATVs, motorcycles, RVs, boats, because Mr. and Mrs. Policyholder, it's just a push of a button to me, and it works every time. Year, make, and model. How much is your jewelry worth? What kind of art are we looking at? Right. So, um, I use that phrase a lot. It's a push of a button. Happy to take a look. But sometimes they're reluctant. They just want you to run one or two things, which can be time consuming because you have to double back.
Yeah.
But those one or two things, they can be the entryway, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do see that we have some new faces. Does
Oh,
anybody
yay.
want to say hi?
Hi, this is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
I'll put a video on. I'm in the dark. I'm sorry. I'm with the baby.
Aw. I love other people's kids. Hello. Hello. Hi.
He
Oh,
wants he wants the phone.
oh, what a cutie pie. Little insurance baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Crystal, where are you in the industry?
Like which insurance?
Yep, or
Um,
maybe what licenses you hold.
oh, 215. I'm doing starting with final expense, like trying to go the easy route. I'm not really a salesperson, so this is kind of new and kind of challenging for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It takes time, you know. It just takes time. I like to think of sales more as just being a good friend or like being a personal shopper. You know where the deals are.
Oh, okay. That might help.
No idea.
For sure.
Too cute. Well, I'm glad you're here. Please don't be shy with any questions.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Traditionally, Insurance Power Hour. Um, oh, let me check the waiting room. I'm getting better at this. There we go. Traditionally, Insurance Power Hour, we talk about our wins. We talk about any pitfalls and how to overcome them. Play a few games if there's time. Make announcements, and then share the link, of course, for next week. I do already have that set up. So Wednesdays seem to be the best days for these. We used to have ice cream Sundays and Friday nights, and I'll tell you, my weekends are always really busy. I don't know about the rest of you, but Wednesdays are traditionally available. So good stuff there. Okay. Looks like we've got a few people in the waiting room. So let me take care of that.
Hello, people.
Hey, Tina,
Hello. Oh, Tina's hair is all over the place.
how's your week going, Tina? Or day
Good.
2 of the new month? We're in
Happy
Finish Strong.
Wednesday. Happy
Tina,
Wednesday,
did
right?
you
It is.
just come in?
Yes.
Okay. So for some reason,
Like,
and if you
watch
know me,
everybody.
you know I'm still learning technology. I have my talk to text on, which is stopping me from being able to use Chatbox this evening. So you know how I am. If it doesn't work for me, I move on. So I'm sorry about the chat box tonight. I don't know how to turn this off. Perfect. So as most of you know, we do have the wheel of interview questions. So if you are looking for employment in the insurance industry and want to practice interviews, traditionally interviews are not something that most of us do once a year or once every 2 years. So just staying fresh on this is a good thing. Tell me about a time you didn't meet sales goals and what you did. I'll go first.
Yes, please.
Anytime I didn't meet a sales goal in the jewelry industry, I literally went to sit next to the girl or guy who was making their sales goals. I listened to what they were saying. I kind of like retrained myself in what areas do I need to focus on. So my answer to this is I like to go sit at the big kids table so I can hear what they're saying. Go sit at the big kids table. Yeah. Okay, so wheel of interview questions. Anybody else want to answer this, or is anyone else interested in spinning again? Does anyone need to practice?
I feel like I'm trying to think, other than my parents' store, I really didn't have like a sales job. It just dawned on me. I was like, did I ever work in sales other than my parents' store? So it's just like, how would I answer this if I like never have a sales background? I remember during my interview, I was sweating. I must have gone through like 5 cups of freaking water that day. And the one question was that really caught me off guard, but I was prepared for it. He was like, okay, we're having like a corporate event. How do you start a conversation? How do you make people remember you in the next 20 minutes or something like that? I was cool as a cucumber because I know how to network. That's my superpower.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea to like I come from a very superstitious family, if nobody knows. And I hated talking about life insurance. And now like the more I learn about it, the more I'm excited to talk about it with. I had one girl today who 25 years old, and she's like, yeah, but I could like just put everything in Roth IRA. And then she's like, I overthink a lot. But it's like there's so many questions that I was getting my products mixed up, and that's my own what I call a missed opportunity. And I don't think all is lost. I just think she overwhelmed herself with whatever research that she got, and that is something that is kind of hard to overcome also because you have all these people who had kids during the pandemic, so they have like so many things to worry about because now their kids about to go to school tomorrow. This year, if it's not this year, then they have to prep for the following year to start their kids off at school as well. So it's just like you're throwing a lot of information when it comes to life insurance. It's not like car insurance. A lot of people know about car insurance. When it comes to life insurance, like a lot, I'm in my late 30s and none of my friends ever talk about life insurance and how important it is. So it's a tough conversation to have.
Absolutely. I'm biased. I started at State Farm. I was State Farm all the way. I was just going to be there for the rest of my life. However, November of 2020, they shut down their sales department, and I mean corporate, a department of 300. The times were changing, so they put us into different departments, and they wanted to send me to Billings, and the only Billings I'm going to is Montana. So brokerage is where I am. I offer over a dozen companies, and I am still really fond of State Farm. I always will be. Special place in my heart. But I do offer Progressive now. So let me know if you need any help there. Can certainly help.
I love having a buffet of products
Mhm.
because I think if I went to like New York Life or just life insurance alone, I'd probably lose my mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. I like just talking about one thing. I love shopping. Like I love stores like TJ Maxx, Marshall. I literally just came back from TJ Maxx. Like I love so many different products. Money isn't just for one thing. Money's for everything. Right? So it's just like, yeah, I don't love just talking about people dying all the time. So it's just like, yeah, let's talk about it all. Let's talk about insuring jewelry too. Oh crap, I got to follow up with two people about their jewelry.
So Tina, you want the whole package.
I want the whole package. I want it all. And then like that's great, right? Because it's like if you trust that one person could get all the insurance policies except for health insurance.
So I've noticed a lot of agencies don't touch health insurance with a 10-foot pole. It is health insurance and they refer it out. But if you're PNC in life, that all works together. But health insurance gets real sticky. So I have seen more people referring it out than taking it on. And it's just because there are so many moving parts. Is anyone here health licensed?
Where's our friend today? Can you respond?
I am health,
There you
Lynn?
go.
Awesome. Good.
health, and I'm working with Medicare supplements and Advantage plans.
Yay! Oh gosh, look, you gave me chills. Right on.
Brand new at it, just starting out.
Okay. Have you chosen a company yet?
I'm just working for myself as an independent agent.
Awesome. Oh, wow. I'm excited for the journey. Good for you.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. It's your first time in, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we don't traditionally have an itinerary, but it's more of an introduction, say hi and hello, kind of share some insights and things. Of course, Tina and CJ are our OGs. It's just a little bit last week. Wow. It's been a long week already. Okay, so we talked about pet insurance last week. And the biggest thing to know with pet insurance is most companies want to see that the pet goes in for regular visits once a year. Now, transparently, I am guilty. I do not take my dog in for annual visits, but I did with my kids. So I'm feeling guilty about that. Should probably do something. But if you want pet insurance, it's not expensive traditionally, unless there's something unknown or.
Also, it's an annual policy. It's not like a monthly policy.
I mean, some companies are going to let you pay monthly, but all policies are written annually. Yeah. So where auto's kind of funny because, most companies right now are only writing 6-month policies. Think about it. Every other policy is going to be written annually, traditionally. Your renter's policy is annual, your umbrella, your pet. Those are all going to be written annually. Life insurance, it's only going to be written once, right? But you can pay on the annual. Sometimes you can pay monthly, depending.
Spin the wheel again. Is that weird?
Here is overcoming objections. Oh my gosh, it is the scariest thing ever. So I made this game for new insurance agents to practice overcoming objections. Objections are scary. Oh, I'm too busy right now. I'm too busy. Anybody able to overcome this objection? Awesome.
It depends on what they're saying they're busy with. But if they're like, yeah, I'm on the road or I'm like grocery shopping, I was like, I'll keep you company. And then we could just talk about it. I'll be your friend for the next 10 minutes. I'm making a profile. I go, are you single, married, or happily divorced? And if their
Oh.
wife is done, they're real happily married, honey. I told her we're happily married. It's like,
Yeah.
so that's but you
Yeah.
like break the ice with those kind of silly jokes because nobody says happily divorced. And when
Right.
they do say happily divorced, I'm like, yeah, congratulations, blah 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 blah.
I'm too busy right now. If they're saying it quickly and I can tell they're gonna hang up on me any second now, I just say, how are you with text? Usually they're just like, that's fine. Bye. Perfect.
Oh my,
Because I've already got their phone number. And 99% of the time it is a cell phone. So how are you with text? I don't even say yes, no, I'm sorry, blah, blah. I just say, how are you with text? It works.
oh, that's lovely. We have work cell phones. We can't text from them. They could text us, but I can't text them, so we use SF Connect.
Okay.
But I
So you
don't
have
love
to
it.
blow your
Everybody can read my
Right.
conversations.
I think that is true for every agent's office that I have seen. Is usually it's an agency text, not a personal. You can get those personal phone numbers with an extension, but it won't have text option. There might be an app. There might be
Yeah,
an
wait,
app.
nope, that's even worse.
But I
Nope.
think it's hilarious. One time I wrote a policy in 160 text messages, true story. It was only text. But the great thing about text, it's all in writing. So
Yeah.
I know it's all done correctly. But 160 times the whole office went bling, bling. So it was a fun couple of days.
I'm going to be completely transparent. And I usually be like, okay, what time can I call you back? And of course, when I call them, nobody picks up. So I'm glad we're going over this specific one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you've already got their phone number. You're not asking them for anything else. Just, yeah, sending them a text. Okay. We want to do another one?
Yeah.
I had so much fun making this. So, anywho, I'll make sure everybody gets the link to the interview questions. Wheel of overcoming objections. You can eliminate your own and practice on your own. We'll move on. Let's do one more. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Spin it. Gosh, I love everything about this. I'm not sure I can trust you. I know, it's heartbreaking, isn't it? You did all this work for this policyholder. You're at the tail end of the quote.
Oh, we get called scam artists all the time. You know what it is? We make so many calls these days that when we call people, it comes up as scam likely. So I just hear my coworkers like, well, I'm not a scam artist. I'm not a scam artist. That's like, for me, I'm just like, take the number I called you from and please Google us and
Yeah.
see how many reviews. I also take a lot of pride and tell them like a lot of those reviews happen to have my name in there. So please have fun going through all of our amazing reviews from our good neighbors.
Yeah.
I'll wait. And I'm probably more cocky than I should be, but you know what? Since day one, I always that was my way of showing that I earned my seat. Not only because policyholders like to speak with me, but they also take out time to mention me and how we delightfully enjoyed our interaction too. And like you said, we don't have to be dry.
We don't have to be dry.
No,
This is another.
The only thing dry needs to be the paper the policy is written on. What they're looking for is maybe why you chose the agency you're with, maybe why you're writing with the company you're writing with.
Mhm.
And I do share, this policy is only as good as the company you keep.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So last week we talked a little bit about the cheat sheets. So again, the cheat sheets, it is you need help with quoting an auto. You forgot the kinds of endorsements you might need on a homeowner's. Flip to page. This is flip to page. So cheat sheets are up. They are ready to go, and these are in PDF format. So if you decide you only need to print out overcoming objections. That's the only page you need. You want to put it up in your office, fold it up in your pocket. It's rocking and ready to roll. However, now the cheat sheet package, which is only $9.99, includes spin the wheel of interview questions, overcoming objections, and the new cheat sheet game. So those are all available. Oh, very nice. I guess I'll be back here later. So I wanted to share that if it is something you're interested in.
I do, and actually, it was funny because I was in the Zenler and I was like, wait a second, I looked on the courses and I was like, oh, she's got the cheat sheets, and then I was like, wait a second, let me check, and I answered my own question because that's probably what that notification is, because it was probably me.
Oh.
I was like, oh, are the cheat sheets in the essentials package? And I found it. I had to scroll a little bit, but there they are. They're there.
Yeah.
I've got them at my fingertips, but I also have them saved on my work computer, and I got to actually go out to Food Line tomorrow morning before I hit the office, grab a binder, because then I'm going to actually keep them right there with me.
What CJ's talking about, the essentials package, is the first year collection. So this is all the, I'm excited about them too. This is all the courses that they're all about an hour long, but all the courses to get you through your first year in the insurance industry. We just finished up using social media. Again, I've had some things going on in my personal life, so it's still unedited, but you're welcome to all the and my delays in speech or distractions. Going independent was done a couple of weeks ago. Red flags in the industry. I apologize. That should not be on preview. I will fix it. But this is just everything that you need to know. CJ, one thing I will say about the cheat sheets, I know you got the original one from a year ago, but this is the updated 2024.
Okay.
New and improved. No word. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for coming in and saying hi tonight, and we'll see you not next week. I just think it's best if we all just send our love. But September 18th, I will make sure everybody gets the link for that. There will be big announcements on that one because I have things in motion. So.
You always have things in motion, and that's why we like coming here.
Yeah. Just remember the hot tip for tonight. If someone says I'm too busy, awesome. How are you with text?
Cool. I love that. Thank you so much for that.
Oh,
I'll start using that.
Yeah.
So cute. Thanks,
All right, you
Ronnie.
guys. I hope everybody has an awesome week. We're just starting September, so keep on. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
All right. See everybody later. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.